On October 13, 2011, the Foundation for Liberty and Prosperity, or FLP, was organized to promote the core judicial philosophy of retired Chief Justice Artemio V. Panganiban, which is to safeguard liberty and nurture prosperity under the rule of law. The original FLP Board of Trustees was composed of retired Chief Justice Panganiban as chairman, Professor Elenita C. Panganiban, retired Chief Justice Hilario G. Davide Jr., SGV founder Washington Z. Sisip, former Secretary of Education Edilberto C. De Jesus, Professional Regulation Commission Commissioner Jennifer Hardin Manalili, Ms. Maria Elena P. Yaptanco, Professor Maria Teresa P. Manyalak, and Attorney Joel Emerson J. Gregorio. Elected as its first batch of officers were Chief Justice Panganiban as Chairman of the Board, Ms. Yaptanco as President, Evelyn T. Dumdum as Executive Vice President, Professor Panganiban as Treasurer, and Attorney Gregorio as Corporate Secretary. Elected chairs of the various standing committees were Chief Justice Panganiban for the Executive Committee, Mr. Sisip for Finance, Chief Justice Davide for Governance, and Dr. De Jesus for Education. The first decade, 2011 to 2021. FLP initially held office at the residence of its chairman in Dasmariñas Village, Makati City. In 2016, it purchased the whole third floor of the PCCI Corporate Center in Salcedo Village, Makati City for a total cost of 52,620,657 pesos and transferred its secretariat to the building. The purchase was made possible by donations from Manila Electric Company through Mr. Manuel V. Pangilinan, 10 million pesos. PLDT through Mr. Manuel V. Pangilinan, 10 million pesos. Metro Pacific Investment Corporation through Mr. Manuel V. Pangilinan, 10 million pesos. Mr. Ramon Ang and Petron Corporation, 10 million pesos. First Philippine Holdings through Mr. Federico R. Lopez, 5 million pesos. Lopez Holdings through Mr. Federico R. Lopez, 5 million pesos. The Baron Travel Corporation through Ms. Maria Elena P.S. Yaptanco, 4,010,588 pesos. The donations totaled 54,010,588 pesos. The excess funds of over 1,389,000 pesos from the Baron Travel Corporation's donation was included in the FLP's general funds with the consent of the Baron Travel Corporation. In 2015, the late Dr. George S.K.T., founder of Metro Bank, donated a brand new Toyota Innova worth 972,000 pesos to the foundation for use of the Secretariat. During its first decade, FLP undertook 5 major projects: the Legal Scholarship Program, the Dissertation Writing Contest, the Professorial Chairs Program, the Panganiban Education Assistance Program, and Project 85th and beyond. Led by its current board, Chief Justice Panganiban, Dr. De Jesus, Attorney Gregorio, Professor Panganiban, Ms. Yaptanco, Professor Maria Tanya Carina A. Lat, retired Supreme Court Justice Angelina Sandoval Gutierrez, and former Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Governor Amando M. Tetanco Jr., the FLP has steadily gained recognition from its stakeholders, partners and the public through these various programs and projects. Over a period of 10 years, the FLP resolutely pursued its vision of a society that fully appreciates the necessity of liberty and prosperity and their essential interdependence. Its legal education-centered programs increasingly help the Foundation advance toward the attainment of this vision. The Legal Scholarship Program that grants 20 annual scholarships of 200,000 pesos per scholar per year to cover tuition, books, and stipend. The dissertation contest awards cash prizes from a modest 20,000 pesos to a maximum of 300,000 pesos to 20 winners. And the Professorial Chairs Program that awarded professorial chairs to 16 law deans and law professors. The Professorial Chairs Program. Conducted in partnership with the Metrobank Foundation, this project aims to enable educational institutions and law schools to research on and propagate FLP's philosophy at the level of the academia. FLP has appointed 16 chairholders, with 12 chairholders having a collective output of 20 lectures and debates. The total amount disbursed for this program is 2 million out of the total funds of 2,800,000 pesos. Half of this amount was donated by the Metrobank Foundation, with the other half as counterpart funds from FLP. The project was put on hold in 2020 and 2021 when quarantine restrictions were imposed in the country due to COVID-19 and schools had to suspend face-to-face classes. The chairholders preferred to conduct face-to-face lectures and proposed that lectures be suspended until quarantine restrictions are eased. The Legal Scholarship Program. The FLP Legal Scholarship Program is a merit-based, yearly scholarship program in partnership with the Tan Yan Kee Foundation and Dr. Lucio C. Tan, and in cooperation with the Philippine Association of Law Schools. As of academic year 2020 to 2021, the Foundation has awarded scholarship grants to a total of 62 scholars. 4 of the scholars who took the bar exams in 2018 and 2019 became bar exam top-notchers. A total of 19 million had been disbursed for this program. All FLP scholars who took the 2018 and 2019 bar exams attained a 100% passing rate. The scholars who graduated in 2020 and 2021 will take the bar exams in 2022 because the bar exams for 2020 and 2021 were not held due to pandemic restrictions. The Dissertation Writing Contest. Fresh insight and the youth's perspective on the Foundation's philosophy have complemented its library of intellectual resources through the winning entries of its dissertation writing contest. As of 2021, the contest has generated 41 papers on the Foundation's philosophy, with 17 of these papers winning major prizes. Thus far, a total of 8,337,000 pesos has been disbursed under this program. The Dissertation Writing Contest is held yearly in partnership with the Ayala Corporation and Mr. Jaime Augusto Sobel de Ayala, and in cooperation with the Philippine Association of Law Schools. The Panganiban Education Assistance Program. The PAYAP was experimented in academic year 2019 to 2020 and rolled out in academic year 2020 to 2021. There were 8 awardees during the experimental stage and 2 awardees during the rollout. The experimental stage was funded by a donation from retired Chief Justice Panganiban, while the rollout was funded from the FLP General Funds. In the future, The program will be funded through the income from a condominium unit at Hotel 101 in BGC Taguig City, valued at 4,656,600 pesos at the time of donation by Dr. Tony Tan Caktiong and Mr. Edgar Injap Sia. The Project 85th and beyond. The COVID-19 pandemic adversely affected the implementation of Project 85th and beyond. With the community quarantine imposed on the country, only 5 of the 8 planned sub-projects were prioritized for implementation. The first priority sub-project is With Due Respect Volume 3. Its printing is ongoing and it will be formally launched on December 7, 2021. The second sub-project is Ageless Passion, the musical. Its preparation is ongoing. The musical will be shown on national television at the GMA network on December 5, 2021. The third sub-project is the Coffee Table book. Its preparation is ongoing. The fourth sub-project is Chief Justice Panganiban's biography. The writing is ongoing and the first book is expected to be published in 2022. FLP's 10th anniversary. The celebration of its first decade, October 13, 2011 to 2021, is ongoing. The Project 85th and beyond has received donations to date of 26 million pesos from Istana Development Corporation through Ambassador Benedicto V. Yuhico, 10 million pesos. State Properties Corporation through Dr. Allen Rojas, 10 million pesos. Ayala Land through Mr. Bobby D, 3 million pesos. Metrobank Foundation, which funds are reserved for the Coffee Table book, 3 million pesos. In addition to this 26 million pesos, retired Chief Justice Panganiban and his family donated through PC Holdings a 357 square meter property at the Paseo de Magallanes, Makati City, to be used for the establishment of an FLP museum. The property had an assessed value of 42,840,000 pesos at the time of donation. The property is now estimated to have a market value of about 270,000 pesos per square meter or 96,390,000 pesos for the entire lot. Chief Justice Panganiban also donated the initial 2 million pesos capitalization of FLP at its incorporation. Moving forward to the next decade, 2021 to 2031. FLP's major programs in its first decade targeted mainly the law profession, or addressing the liberty side of FLP's philosophy. In the coming decade, or from 2021 to 2031, FLP will expand its reach towards the prosperity side of its philosophy, consistent with the concepts of justice and jobs, freedom and food, liberty and prosperity. Initially, FLP will award fellowships in Masters in Business Administration with majors in entrepreneurship, business law, management, and sustainability. This program will replicate the legal scholarship program but focus on entrepreneurship. FLP has proposed to the Asian Institute of Management a new curriculum that would lead to an MBA major in legal management. This could be done in cooperation with the top law school near AIM like Ateneo, UP, or FEU. AIM President Ji Kyung Kang welcomed the proposal and promised to study it. FLP will also implement its ultimate projects that will represent the two sides of its philosophy, liberty and prosperity. For the liberty side, FLP will establish, in partnership with the Supreme Court, the Museum of Liberty and Prosperity, an an interactive and interdisciplinary center for education and research that will offer an extensive catalog of archives and artifacts relevant to the grand narrative of liberty and prosperity under the rule of law. A roving mini-museum will be established as a precursor to the final Museum of Liberty and Prosperity. Using its resources such as archival materials, books, publications, as well as memorabilia from retired Chief Justice Panganiban's personal and official collection, it will convey graspable ideas, didactic presentations, and immersive scenarios meant to educate and inspire the Filipino public about the prospects of engineering nation building by striking a balance between legal and economic innovations. For the prosperity side, FLP plans to sponsor scholarships for MBA students majoring in entrepreneurship, business law, management, and sustainability, similar to its ongoing legal scholarship program. FLP's ultimate project for the prosperity side is a 1 billion entrepreneurship fund that will be used to help liberate our people from extreme poverty. The fund is intended to help micro, small, and medium enterprises that do not have access to banks or traditional investors. FLP will prioritize MSMEs with social impact, or those industries that are labor-intensive, agriculture-centered, and the like, and will help these MSMEs by investing in them and/or providing management assistance through a team of experts. Thank you very much. We look forward to your continued support as we promote liberty and prosperity in the next decade.